What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to Late's Hoops. Today's video, we're going to be talking Lakers basketball and how I think they can potentially save their season. I know it sounds crazy, but this week they've displayed a ton of glass half full or promising moments that just prompted me to want to make this video. But there are still a few scars that they can't seem to shake. Before we get into this video, I want to thank you guys so much for the support you've shown recently. We're honestly almost halfway there to 500 subscribers. But about 93% of you guys who are watching this video are not subscribed. If you want to support the channel and continue to conversate hoops, I'm always responding to all your guys' comments. That will never change. Be sure to hit that sub button. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So we're going to be breaking this up into a few different parts. What the Lakers have done good, what the Lakers have done bad, and how I think the Lakers can possibly turn it around. For starters, let's just dive right into what they've been doing good. So last night, the Lakers played against the Celtics, which you guys correctly predicted that the Celtics would win, so shout out to I think it was 60 some percent of you guys that said. I'll have to relook at the poll. But like I said, they played against the Celtics and they played against the 76ers the other night, and both of these resulted in losses. However, they displayed a tremendous amount of grit, rallying from down 10 plus points in both games with less than 3 minutes left in both fourth quarters, or right around 3 minutes, and they forced both of those games into overtime. Now, if Anthony Davis could hit a free throw, they definitely would have won that Celtics game, and they might have won that 76ers game. But again, we're focusing on the good right now. The silver lining to me is that Anthony Davis and LeBron James, that project, it's not over. They're both playing at a championship caliber level, especially when you're looking at just the duo. They just do not have the corresponding supporting cast, which we'll get into when we talk about the bed. For now, Anthony Davis is averaging a monster 28 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 2 blocks on 66% true shooting, while LeBron is averaging, will round up to 27, 9, and 7. The only gripe I have about LeBron in specific is how many minutes a night he's had to keep up with these averages. For those of you who don't know, LeBron, he averages 36 minutes a night, and after last night, that number honestly could go up. And at the age he's at, that's just unacceptable. If you guys watched my video on the Heat yesterday, you know I said the same thing about Kyle Lowry and how 36 minutes for a man over the age of 36, even 35 or 34, that is so many minutes to log on a body, 82 games night in and night out. And while this duo has been nothing short of amazing, the problem to me is when we look at the supporting cast. And that's where the Lakers have gone bad. While Russell Westbrook has drastically improved in his new role off the bench, and Lonnie Walker has been so good in the starting lineup, honestly so good to the point where I don't know if the Lakers are going to be able to afford to bring him back or extend him. But my biggest issue with this team is the wing depth or lack thereof. This right here is the highest percent played starting five for the Lakers this season, meaning the lineup that they run with the most frequently to start games. And do you notice anything? For those of you who said no, how about the fact that Dennis Schroeder is 6'1", Lonnie Walker is 6'4", and Pat Bev is 6'2". And then they have a 6'2" Russell Westbrook coming right off the bench, and another short guard in Austin Reeves coming right off the bench. The Lakers starting five has an average height of 77 inches or 6'5", and obviously Anthony Davis is a huge outlier in that category as he sits at 6'10", 6'11", depending on who you ask. The average height of an NBA player in 2022 is 6'7". That's 2 inches taller than this Lakers starting five. And if we're talking about Schroeder, that's 6 inches taller than him. That's 5 inches taller than Beverly. That's 3 inches taller than Lonnie Walker. And in a game like last night's battle against the Boston Celtics, we just see their shortness show as Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who are both 6'7" wings, are able to just bully their way to the lane or shoot over any Lakers defender that isn't named Anthony Davis or LeBron James. And we're getting to that point in the season where trade talks are heating up, they're firing up, and more teams are getting active in the trade rumors, which leads me to the point, the reason you guys clicked on this video, how the Lakers can save their season. They need to retool this lineup. and not in a way where they go after a third star like a Bradley Beal or a Kyrie Irving was the rumors earlier in the season. No, at this point, a third star saving them is not worth the investment to put that many eggs into one basket, especially when the injury concern for Anthony and LeBron are through the roof. Maybe not so much LeBron. He's managed to stay pretty healthy even with his age, but what they do need to do is bring in a ton of good and great role players to surround Bron and Anthony Davis to just help take the load off. If you guys watched my video on the Lakers a couple weeks ago, towards the end of it, I was just naming 10 plus rotational pieces that the 2020 Lakers had that the 2022 Lakers do not have. The depth on that, championship winning, let's not forget they won a championship that year. The talent and depth they had on that team blows this team literally out of the water. It's laughable. But like I said, they need some great role players to take the load off, and this may start with trading Russell Westbrook while his value is at an all-time median. I don't say high, I will say median, because I'm sure not many teams are so interested. Maybe if you throw a pick or two on, it's a different story. But the two teams that instantly jump out to me are the Charlotte Hornets and the Detroit Pistons. The Hornets make sense to me because Russell's a Jordan Brand athlete. LaMelo Ball has been out for pretty much the entire year. Russell Westbrook can sell tickets and put butts in seats and, you know, give the Charlotte Hornets fans something to watch while they're tanking. And I'm sure they're okay with taking on that bad expiring contract if, like I said, a couple picks are included in that as well. And they have a ton of guys that could instantly help the Lakers out, like Kelly Oubre, PJ Washington, Cody Martin, who's undergoing knee surgery, but he will be back soon in a couple of weeks, and even possibly Gordon Hayward. I'd even say the name Terry Rozier, but like I said, they have plenty of guards on the Lakers. This team has a plethora of options that the Lakers could use, and I feel like it's dumb if they don't at least take a stab at it. And as for the Detroit Pistons, you guys probably saw that, like LaMelo, LaMelo's not out for the season, but Cade Cunningham is out for the season with that ACL injury. And let me tell you, the Lakers would die for someone like Bojan Bogdanovic right now, who is up on the trade block. They could even make a push for someone like Nerlens Noel, who would dramatically help their front court defense when Anthony picks up those early fouls, or even when Anthony just needs a breather. Because while Thomas Bryant has been pretty okay for them, we see centers like Joel Embiid or even Nikola Jokic or anyone just go straight at Thomas Bryant, and there's really just no option for it. They could even possibly take a stab at Sadiq Bey. I'm not sure if the Pistons or Pistons fans would like to give him up, but it never hurts to ask. At the beginning of this year, I saw some rumors that say people are ready to quit on him. As for me, I think Sadiq can be an outstanding NBA player, whether that's just being a role player or right below the ceiling of an all-star. Only time will tell with him. But outside of these two teams, there's plenty of notable pieces that are up on the trade block. Outside of this, there's plenty of other notable pieces that are up on the trade block, even like we discussed in the yesterday's video about the Heat, like John Collins, Cam Reddish, or how about Mr. Unhappy on the Suns, Jay Crowder, which I did not speak about him in yesterday's video, but Jay Crowder would definitely help out a team like the Lakers, a 3-and-D who's, you know, taller than 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". I think Jay Crowder comes in at 6'6" or 6'7", and he has that great personality of just having that dog in him. I don't know if the Utah Jazz are taking offers, but I'm sure near the deadline they will be once they want to tank for real for Victor. If the Lakers could make up a package for someone of the likes like Kelly Olynyk, Jared Vanderbilt, or even Jordan Clarkson or Malik Beasley, there is so much front court and backcourt play on that team. They have so many veterans and so many young guys. And like I said, the Jazz, they'd probably let some of them go if they were committing to the tank. And the Lakers, they supplied enough draft capital. All in all, the Lakers, they have to make some change because this small ball, let LeBron and Anthony Davis do everything lineup is not it. Sooner or later, LeBron's body will give up as Father Time is undefeated. We've seen this time and time again. But what do you guys think? Can the Lakers be championship contenders barring no lineup changes, or is it crucial to switch it up? Let me know in the comments below if you made it this far. I appreciate you guys as always. You know I do. I'm going to try my best to upload every single day for the rest of the year, so you guys can hold me to that. If you don't see me upload, hit me up and spam me on Twitter at LateToHoops, and I'll get off my ass and I will post the video for you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you guys are enjoying. We're coming up on Christmas, the holiday times. Peace.